What's up, guys? It's Larry, the robot maker, robot general, and I want to welcome you to my real estate robot army class. I do a class every single week. Talk about social media. Today is going to be a little special because I'm actually going to break down uh, one of my biggest money makers in terms of my ad agency. I run Robots LLC. We do lead generation systems and follow up systems, and we have VAs and we have a CRM, yada yada yada. And I'm going to reveal to the public what I build for my clients that cost up to $2,000 plus to generate leads. Now, the reason why I really like this system is because I can generate leads for about $1, maybe $2 a piece. And I'm going to go ahead and do that literally live in front of you right now. So we're not waiting on anyone because we already have been waiting. So we'll move to the next slide. Okay, the world's most valuable resource is no longer oil, but data. Okay, this is according to the Economist 2017. Now, that sounds obvious. It sounds like, okay, Larry, why are you telling me stuff that I already know? Well, if you aren't generating leads, if you don't have a funnel, if you're not doing Facebook ads, if you're not doing Google ads, then obviously you don't know this, because this is what this saying is telling you, that data is the world's most valuable resource. How come you're not generating data? Right? If you don't have a funnel, if you don't have an ad, if you don't have leads on Facebook, if you are not doing some sort of lead generation, you could be paying someone, Zillow, doesn't matter. If you're not generating leads constantly at a high level, then you obviously don't know that data is the most valuable resource. So I'm here to hopefully help wake you up, right? All right, so I'm going to give you a free 14-page guide on how to get the most ROI on FB leads or Facebook leads. The reason why I'm bringing this up first is because I know a lot of you are thinking, why the hell would I want Facebook leads? They suck ass. They're never good quality. They don't respond, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I think the reason why you experience that, and everyone experiences that, is because they are approaching the whole concept of Facebook leads incorrectly. So I wrote a 14-page guide to help you fix your mindset and the way you look at Facebook leads, and hopefully get some ROI on the Facebook leads that you're generating. Okay. But in order to get that guide, you must text Larry Lee, LARYLE.com to 832-606-2193. Only the people who text me will get that free guide. So if you want that guide, you can text me. If you don't want the guide, that's cool. You can, act like you didn't even hear about it. But if you want the guide, then please text LARRYLE.com to 832-606-2193. And I'll also put it in the chat to get the free guide. Text LarryLee.com to 832-606-2193. Right. Looks like some people are participating. And you can see from my screen that people are texting me. I get my text messages on my computer. One of the reasons why I switched from Apple to Samsung, right? Again, if you want the free guide, please text LARRYLE.com to 832-606-2193. And I promise you I will deliver that guide to you. Oh, and there is a loan officer version and a real estate version. So loan officers will get the loan officer version, and real estate agents will get the real estate version. There is a difference. Scripting and the way you talk to the leads and everything. Okay, we're going to move on because we have a lot to cover. You're going to see this when you click Larry Lee. There's free resources there. There's not where the guide is. The guide is not that easily accessible. I'm going to physically deliver the guide directly when I follow up with you. Okay, so you're not going to get the guide yet, but you don't need it right now. Right now, you just need to see what I'm doing, and then the guide will help supplement what you learned today. Okay, all right. The ultimate funnel: how to generate leads from Facebook ads for less than a cup of coffee per lead. The funny thing is, I actually wrote this class like a couple years ago, and I know it backwards and forwards. So I knew the way to title it and everything. I mean, I didn't even have to build a class really. I already had it built, right? So yeah, that guy reminds me of my fraternity brother. Maybe not as smart, but looks like him. Okay, most people People, including marketers, think an effective funnel looks like this. Okay. They think the path of a lead for most starts with traffic, right? Oops. The traffic sees the sponsored ad on Facebook and they click and there's a landing page and the landing page sends them to a squeeze page, which is, name, number, email, right? Whatever, right? Give me your information or click here to opt in or whatever, right? And then one of two things happen after you provide the information. Either there's direct engagement, meaning someone calls them or texts them or emails them, or it goes to an autopilot drip campaign or some sort of autoresponder. That's what most people think is the path of a lead, right? They start as traffic, they see the ad, they click the ad, they see the landing page that tells them whatever, and then there's a part where it asks for the information, they provide the information, and someone calls them, or they get some sort of automatic response system. Okay. This is the path of a lead for Robots LLC. Okay. The way we look at it is not a path really. It's an environment that the lead gets into, and you must build this environment around your lead. Why? Because there's so many different ways that you can touch a lead to help conversion, right? If you know anything about lead generation, the conversion rate, or basically getting someone to respond, could be anywhere between 6 to 12 touches, right? If that's the case, then there's some leads that answers on the first call, and there's some leads that answers on the 24th call. So if all you're doing is calling them, right, then you're going to call them up to 24 times. Whereas I propose that you touch them 24 different ways. That therefore, instead of doing one action and waiting for them to convert, you're kind of sort of enveloping them in, again, an environment, an ecosystem of touches. Hopefully increasing conversion and increasing trust, right? And I'm not going to outline what all these steps are, but you can see read some of it: Facebook group, direct engagement, Facebook page, sponsored ad, landing page. You got an autopilot drip campaign, you got a squeeze page, right? Facebook page. So again, once you get the presentation later on, you can look at that later. But that's the way I look at the path of a lead should be, right? Okay. So the ultimate funnel, and I'm going to break it down right now. Like, I'm going to tell you what it is, and then I'm going to build it for you. Okay. It starts off actually as where's my beginning here? Right here. Okay. You're going to either start here where you're at the page, or you're going to be here where you see the ad. And it's a rent versus buy ad, and I'm going to give you the ad copy too. Okay, everything. I'm going to give you everything. Okay, so you see the rent versus buy ad. You click it, right? And or let's say you don't click the ad, but you know that's part of this page, so you go to the page instead, right? So you either go here or you're going here to the opt-in form, the lead magnet, right? The lead magnet is the list of homes. That's what I promised you. I go, if you want a list of homes, click here, right? That's my lead magnet. That's what I promised the lead. Okay, so basically I entice them with some sort of offer, and I say click here to get a list of homes, and I deliver the list of homes. Okay, so when they click to get the list of homes, they either get a thank you page, or they do get a thank you page, but they also get sent to Zapier. Okay, Zapier. I did a class on Zapier last week. If you weren't there, you can always look at the replay. But basically, it's an automation system that's going to do a lot of things with that lead. Okay. But let's go this path first, because this is a simpler path. Okay. They go to the thank you page, and the thank you page actually sends them to a Facebook group. This is stuff I don't share with people. Okay. I don't share this very often. Okay. But I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing. Okay. I would send them to the Facebook group. Why? Because that's part of the path of the lead, right? I don't want them to just put the information in and get a thank you, and I call them or text them. No, I want them to get more information. I want them to engage with more of my assets. I want them to be basically deeper in my trap, right? Like, to me, the ad was not enough. I need them to go to the ad. I need them to get the list of homes, and I need them to go into the Facebook group. I'm trying to basically, again, put them in an ecosystem. Okay, put them in an environment, right, and surround them with a bunch of nurturing, converting, creating trust, branding type content. Okay, so I send them to a Facebook group, and then eventually they will either go to the top secret future project, which I'll talk about later, or they go to the MLS IDX. Okay, the IDX is something that every single agent should have. I have one too. Not to tell you how to do your business, but I actually suggest you getting your own IDX instead of having one with your brokerage, simply because if you leave or whatever, the IDX stays with the brokerage. It stays with the people who you're working for. It doesn't get to go with you, right? So they get to have your leads. So I suggest getting a private one. If you want a private one, I can provide one for you. Okay. But yeah, you go to and to me, the IDX is like the ultimate stop. You want them in the IDX because that's when they're going to be searching for homes and everything. Because that's really what it comes down to. Why did they see that? Why did they see the ad and click the ad? Because they want to list the homes, right? So they're looking for homes. So I'm literally just delivering more of what they want. Okay. So let's go back to the Zapier automation. Okay. Because you already saw that path, right? Zapier automation is going to send them the lead magnet delivery, which I do in a Gmail form. And I do a Gmail form, and I'm gonna explain when I later on. I'm not gonna do it in this class because again, I'm just gonna show you the ad for Facebook. But there's parts of it that I'm gonna talk about later on. But I deliver a Gmail to that lead, and that's where I send them the list of homes. The reason I use Gmail because Gmail is the least likely to get blocked or sent to spam or sent to junk. It's the most well-known, email domain out there. So that's why I use Gmail to send that initial list of homes, just so I can guarantee that they get that list. Okay. If they go to the Gmail and they open it up, then they're going to download the list of homes or whatever. Right. And then again, they go back to this path. Right. Okay. To the secret future project. Okay. And that's actually where I want everyone to end up. Okay. And then of course on the Gmail, I'm also sending them to here, and I'm also sending them to the IDX, right? So the Gmail is already giving them 3 paths that they can take, right? Again, remember my little diagram, right? They're going everywhere, right? Okay, so that's path number 1. Path number 2, they go to the Fubots CRM. Okay, that's my follow-up system that I built with Robots LLC. I used to use LionDesk and all sorts of other CRMs. It's super complicated. It's hard to build. It's confusing, and that's why people never do it, right? Fubots is designed to be super simple, super intuitive. You can build. I mean, I've actually had people in this class see me build a Fubots, so you probably know what I'm talking about. But I can literally build a 3-touch follow-up system in less than a minute. Okay, that's how intuitive Fubots is. Okay, but Fubots will send them an automated email. It'll send them a text message, and it'll send them a ringless voicemail. Again, trying to touch them as many times as possible and driving them to the IDX eventually. And then again to the top secret future project, which again, I'll bring that up later on after this call, after this part. Okay. And then Zapier is also sending them to a Google Sheets. Okay. So my Zap sends them a Gmail email, sends them to Fubots, and sends them to Google Sheets. Okay. Why do I send them to Google Sheets? Because Google Sheets allows for whoever has access to the Google Sheets to read the information about the lead and do whatever they want with them. They can email them directly, they can text them directly, or they can phone call them directly. It's all organic, right? So imagine if you have a team, right? Let's say you have lead generation systems designed for your team, right? Your team is going to get a notification that they have a new lead, but the robots, the Fubots in this case, is going to do the work. But then they also get the name and email. If they're bored or they have nothing better to do, or they're expected to follow with leads, then they can go ahead and do that by looking at the Google Sheets. Okay, so that's the ultimate funnel, right? And it all eventually leads to the top secret project. Okay, all right. I've spent almost $7,500 and countless hours failing. That means doing it incorrectly. Okay, it cost me $4 plus average per lead. And that's with me working my ass off to spend $74 just to get there, right? But I spent that to save you $6,000. Why? Because I can get at least as low as $1 now. Okay. So the point I'm making is that it took me a long time and a lot of money to get to this average, but because of all the work, I can help you get to this average, and you don't even have to spend the $6,000 to get there. I'm giving it to you right now. Okay. Basically, I'm giving it to you for free. Okay. The payment is you're sitting here watching me talk about it. Okay. All right. In my first few months in the mortgage business with zero sphere, literally no sphere, because no one, the joke is, and it's true, the joke is when I became a loan officer, none of my friends would trust me to do their loans because who the heck would trust a rookie with their biggest financial decision, right? I mean, I don't blame them, right? I mean, I wouldn't do it, right? But none of my friends would use me, right? And all my parents and aunts and uncles, they all either own the house or they pay cash, right? So my friends who might borrow won't trust me to do their loans, and my relatives who might trust me, they're already good, right? So I had no fear. But in competition with about 20 different loan officers, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 loan officers got an application. I got 3. Okay, I got 3 when most of them got 1. Some got 2, and this is a top producing guy. He's I don't know, he does like 10 loans a month, right? So he doesn't count. He's a senior loan officer, okay? But this is against the rest of the competition. I'm kicking their ass, and I have no fear, okay? And this is all because of lead generation, okay? When I first started doing lead generation for myself, this is my whiteboard. I had 17 closable deals within a 45-day period, all through lead generation. Okay. Yeah, 2.7 million. It's actually higher than that. This is probably like when I only had 15 on the board. I had one point when I was at 17, it was like 3.2 million. Okay. So yeah, I wish I would have kept that whiteboard. The results of one of my first real estate agent students. Some of you guys might know who she is. Okay. Cassie Messer-Simmons. She's a top producing agent here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Yeah, she's one of my first students. And this is what she said. Over literally 3 months ago, I recruited Larry to help me with my social media marketing to help start my real estate business. I literally had to start from scratch. In less than a week of Larry's help, I received 2 listing appointments. Fast forward to today, using technologies and robots that Larry teaches, I've generated hundreds of leads, landed several buyers, achieved 11 listings, and directly engaging with over 20 prospects to buy or sell their home. And this is like couple of years ago. She's probably like killing even more right now. The numbers don't lie. What Larry teaches works, and anybody looking to bring their real estate game or any business to the next level needs to call and hire Larry now. Thanks, Larry, for being the spark to my ever-growing success. By the way, he's not so bad as a loan officer teammate as well. Thanks, Cassie. I really appreciate that. Okay, results of one of my loan officer clients using my system. Okay, I made 146,000 year to date, so it's trending upwards. This month, I think I'll make 26,000. I had a few bigger months, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever, right? He's basically just telling me how much money he made, right? And, like every 12, he's like making 12,000 every single month. This is a loan officer, okay? And he's saying it's not like here or there. It's not 4, 5, 6, 8. No, it's like 12 consistently, okay, using my system, okay? Today, he made $91,000 in 30 days. This is his deposits, okay? And I'm not saying he's using my system. It's just I got him to that level where he's able to develop this kind of success, okay? So $91,207 in 30 days. Okay. Again, you're using Facebook buyer leads wrong. And whoever texts me is going to get this guy. Okay. Remember, Larry Lee, LARRYLE.com to 832-606-2193 in case you forgot. Okay. What is a funnel? And you'll see this later. But basically, I'm going to break down the funnel in terms of real estate terms, right? The top of the funnel is getting the list of homes. That's the top of the funnel, right? People who are just kind of shopping. They're browsing, right? Middle of the funnel is the IDX and emails. That's the text messages. That's the automation. That's being in the Facebook groups. And then the bottom funnel is when they actually make the appointment to talk to you or call you and ask you for help, whatever, right? They're at the bottom of the funnel. And go, as you can see, sales team is at the bottom of the funnel. Okay. Sales team. Okay. Your website visitors. And then, of course, the bottom is, again, the appointments. Okay. We believe a funnel should look like this. And in reality, it's like 3D, and it's just imagine like holograms and matrix and VR, whatever. It's not flat like this, but just to make things easier, it's like a map, right? This is the lead magnet delivery strip, which is going to be in the guide that I send to you guys. I actually give you a script as to what you need to say to these clients. Like basically, this is what your email should look like. Okay. You can't really read this. It's kind of hard, but when you read it, you can actually see the responses. Because I actually did 2 types of ads when I did this ad. I did an automated email system, which is what the funnel, the map is, and then I did chat responses. Why did I do chat responses? Because I really wanted to get straight to the point with these people and find out what they're looking for. Right? I wanted to get real time responses, because sometimes leads just ignore you whenever you email them after they opted in, right? Sometimes they act like, no, I didn't fill anything out. But with a chatbot, there's no denying that, right? Like if someone were to opt in, name, number, and email, and then you call them, they can actually say, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't opt in anything, right? But if someone DMs you, they can't be like, oh, I didn't DM you. No, they did, right? I mean, that's the way it works with Facebook. If you get a new message, that person intentionally DM'd you. They didn't DM you by accident. They didn't DM the wrong number. Okay. So I actually got responses and you can read them later on, but I mean, there's people talking about wanting to move, or needing to sell your house, yada, yada, yada. Right. And in the guide, you see like, I think like maybe 12 examples, right? Okay. My most recent funnel for a referral partner right here, right? This is actually not that recent. It's actually 2020 because again, this is an older class, but I got a lead for $1.23 for them. Okay. Today, even after all the Facebook bullshit and the Apple bullshit and HUD and all that crap, I'm still able to get leads for $2.58. And I imagine it's going to go down. This is a little bit newer, right? It just started, right? But yeah, $2.58. Still cheaper than the cost of most coffee. Well, maybe not 7-Eleven, but definitely cheaper than Starbucks, right? So not too bad. Okay. And using basically the same system. So 24-hour results with this exact funnel. First appointment set with a lead. Yes. You've been barely following up for a day. Yes. I have paper buyers. I don't know what that means. I'm going to devote a page to your business. Then the lead will, she's preparing a presentation and she's going to talk about me and then she's going to talk about whatever. I will educate her on the whole process and see how truly ready she is. And I said, can I share this? And yeah. So the ultimate funnel. Okay. This is what I imagine. It's an ATM machine. Okay. All right, demo mode. Now I get to show you guys, right? Again, I'm not going to go very slow, but I will go slow enough so that you guys can at least see exactly what I'm doing. And don't worry, you don't have to take notes. You can record if you want. I'm streaming this. You can always go back, right? You can go to YouTube or whatever, and you can literally see this exact same video that you're watching right now because I'm streaming on StreamYard publicly. You always go back and I go slow mo, whatever, so you don't have to like be worried that I'm going to go too fast to the point where you can't keep up. Okay, so and I'm not going to delete it or whatever. It's going to be out there permanently. Okay. Okay, yeah, here we go. Actually, someone just joined. Let me see if I can add them in real quick. I totally forgot. This is a Q&A. Does anyone have any questions before I move on to the next step? I moved kind of fast there, but most of it was just trying to convince you guys that you needed to generate leads. It wasn't really anything technical that I was teaching you. I was just basically selling you guys. Any questions? Comments? I'm glad you guys are still here. Okay, cool. All right, let's get on with the actual lead generation. I forgot StreamYard cannot see this. So I'm going to have to see. I'm not an expert at all. StreamYard, you're going to have to let me share my screen. And I'm going to share the screen with my funnel. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this in front of me. That way I can still look. And then go back to StreamYard and basically share that exact screen. Uh-oh. That might not work. Actually, maybe it will work. Okay, I'm praying that StreamYard sees my Facebook, right? And I actually might check this while I transition here. Just going to one of the groups I'm sharing in. Yes. Here. Yep, it sees the Facebook. Okay, perfect. So StreamYard sees my thing. All right, so this is the beginning, right? The moment you open your ads, and if you don't know how to open your ads, then you definitely need help, right? But let me just show you real quick. You go here, and you go to you go here, and you go to add. That's all you gotta do, right? It's not too hard. The little whatever, the dots, go to add, and this opens up, right? I already have some ads, and this is an old ad account. I have like 5 of them, and I actually got locked out a couple times. So I just open up whatever ad account is open, right? So they're gonna give you options, okay? And I'm not gonna use the existing campaign because this is from scratch. I'm creating a new ad, right? So I'm going to select lead generation because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to generate leads, right? So I'm just like lead generation, okay? I'm gonna name my campaign. Right, I like to name it something that I can remember. So I call it robots LLC, and I date it 02/18, 2022. The reason why is because I'm going to create a lot more assets and I need to know the names because let's say I create a Zap or I create a Google Sheets that needs to associate with it. I need to be able to find what Google Sheets goes with which funnel, what Zap goes with which funnel. So I date it so I know Robots LLC to 02/18. Okay, this is Robots LLC 02/18 Zap, Robots LLC 02/18 Google Sheets, right? So I try to make it so it's consistent so I can't screw it up. Okay, so I press continue. Okay, we're in real estate. We're doing real estate leads. You must select real estate as a category or housing. Okay. And people get mad about this. They're like, oh, yeah, they don't allow me to select age and zip codes and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I understand. Right. But you know, that's illegal. Right. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I think it's a positive. Why? Because Facebook knows. They're like, okay, wait a minute. You're trying to do an ad for housing. Then I'm going to make sure the people who see your ads are looking for housing as well. Right? I mean, if you think about it, common sense, right? Facebook wants to sell ads. They want to make money. They want you to spend money on advertising. So they're going to do the best they can to give you and deliver to you the leads that you're looking for, right? So if you select housing, you're basically telling Facebook, I want housing leads. So Facebook should be smart enough to adapt their machine learning lead generation system and send you the leads that would possibly be in this category. So I see it as a positive. Okay, even though I don't get to reverse redline, meaning specifically pick zip codes and make it so I only target 30-year-olds or whatever, or only females. Yeah, again, that's illegal, right? I might not be able to do that anymore, but at least I'm letting Facebook know I'm looking for people who are looking to buy housing. So select housing, and this I've already created a bunch of ads, so it's not making me do this. But if you select the page, actually, I'm gonna create a new page too. So if I create a new page, I'll show you that process. But sometimes they make you fill out a terms of conditions or whatever, So I'll get to when I get to that, I'll pause and I'll talk about. Okay. If you want to learn a little bit, you can tell you it can tell you why this prevents discrimination. Whatever, right? Increased transparency, whatever. So that's why you have to select it, whatever. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna do A/B test. I don't want to do any of these things. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. Right. So all I did was select the special category, which is housing. Right. Click next. I want it to be an instant form. Chats are cool. Chats are really cool. Okay, see, look, terms said not accepted. See, I have to fix that. Right. See that? Not accepted. So I gotta make sure I fix that. Okay. So instant form is what I want. Okay, and I'll explain to you what instant forms is. But this goes to a chat bot, or it sends a chat, and I guess this makes a call. I never done the call thing, so I don't know. I'll never want people to call me randomly, right? So I guess that's what that method is, right? Oh, and see the ad set? Robots LLC 02/18 2022. Again, I name them all the same. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, always the same. So it's telling me that my mortgage page is not approved, but I'm not going to use my mortgage page. I'm actually going to make a new page because it's part of the ultimate funnel. Okay. And I'm going to stop a little bit, pause a little bit, because I want you to understand what I'm doing at this moment, because a lot of people will screw this up. When you advertise on Facebook, they see the page name, right? Or they actually see the page, right? So if you have Larry's fat butts page, they're going to see Larry's fat butt page attached to your ad. Okay. So you have to be intentional with what you name your page and what kind of page you use. I'm telling you this, and a lot of people do this, and I don't think it's a good idea, but it is what it is sometimes. It's not good to use your branding. It's not good to use you as the page name. I'll tell you why. People are afraid of salespeople. Okay. They're afraid of having to commit to someone. So if I see an ad and it says click here for home, and I see Larry the real estate guy, I know if I click that list of homes, Larry the real estate guy is going to somehow get to me. He's going to want to talk to me. He's going to somehow obligate me to work with him, and I don't want to work with Larry the real estate guy, or at least I don't know if I want to work with Larry the real estate guy yet. I just want the list of homes. That's all I want. I don't want anything else, right? So because of that, I won't opt in. I won't engage because I'm afraid that by clicking this list of homes and it's attached to Larry the real estate guy, Larry the real estate guy is going to stalk me or call me or text me or whatever. I don't want to be involved in that. So you have to be intentional when you create your page. It needs to be something that's not intimidating, right? So we use community pages. So instead of Larry the mortgage guy, it's Frisco Living, it's Prosper Living, it's Little Elm Living, right? Think of your market and what would that market be called if it was a magazine, right? Like if you had a market that's your niche and they had a magazine, what would the name of the magazine be? That would be a good name for your page because you're not trying to sell you, you're not trying to promote you or push you or shove you down their throats. You're trying to engage with a potential buyer. So it's about them, really, not really about you, it's about them. And you need to make them feel as comfortable as possible. So you have to create an environment that they actually can walk in and feel safe, like something that they might own, right? Like living in Dallas sounds like something that anyone can be associated with, something that they can sign up for. Living with Larry in Dallas, not everyone wants to live with Larry in Dallas, right? So that's something they can't own. That's me. That's Larry's. That's not theirs. But living in Dallas or living in and living in Little Elm, that's something that they can be a part of. So think of it as a community page, right? So that's why I'm not going to use the Larry Lee team because I own that, right? And no one can ever own that. It's me. I own it, right? So I'm going to create a community page, okay? And I know I harped on that a little bit, but I see that mistake being made all the time because I see ads all the time, and I look at the ad and I'm like, dude, you're selling the salesperson, and no one wants to buy a salesperson. You got to sell the home, right? We always say, hide the salesperson. No one wants to buy a drill, okay? They want a hole. Once you get them to buy the hole, once you get them to know that they need a hole, then they go buy a drill. So we, the salespeople, are the drill. They don't need a drill. They need a hole, which is the home. Once they are convinced they want the hole, then they'll buy the drill, meaning the salesperson, meaning the real estate agent or the loan officer. Okay. So sell the hole, not the drill. Okay. So we're going to call this North Dallas Living. That's the name of the page, right? What is the category? Real estate. Right. Okay. Picture. I'm going to just use some random house. I can change this later. I just want to get started. I'm going to create the page. And then they're going to make me review the terms. Oh, crap. There's a problem creating your page. This one, Facebook becomes stupid lame. North Texas real estate. Maybe they won't let me create it. If they don't, then we'll just skip this part. But the main reason why I want you to see me create the page is because I want you to understand why you don't I want to show you guys the term too. Let me see if I can create another page again. North Texas Life. I'm not going to select the category. See if I can just get away with this using whatever. But I really just want you guys to see the type of page you create. I'm not really worried about the page being created. Why is it not whatever? Maybe because I do this. Okay, so they're giving me shit or they're giving me trouble with creating the page. That's okay. I'm gonna move on. Okay, but I'm gonna show you the terms because I guess you see it on here, and this is not gonna be real ad anyways. But I just want to do it correctly. Okay, you go to view terms, and it's gonna open this thing up. It's gonna talk about leads and blah blah blah. I agree to terms and conditions because I've read this 1,000 times, and now that I accept the terms, I can go ahead and create the ad. Otherwise, they wanted me to create the ad. Okay, daily budget. I like $5. Why? Because if I can get a lead a day at $5 a day, I consider that a win, right? And that's really the minimum, right? I think there's a chance, and I haven't done this. I haven't tried this I haven't tried this recently, but there's a chance you might be able to lower it to like $1 a day, but you must start off at $5 a day. You can't start off at $1 a day. Facebook's not going to allow that. So start off at $5, which is the minimum, and then if you want to dial it down to like $1 just to keep it alive, but you're not really trying to focus on getting more leads, then $1 should be okay. Right. And I don't do stints. Like I don't do $100 for 1 week, or $50 for 2 days. I want a daily budget, because if you do stints, you're kind of screwing up the Facebook's machine learning algorithms. They're trying to learn to build your database to send you the right kind of leads. And if you're turning it off and on, if you're sometimes at $5 and then you wait for like a month and you put another $10, you're screwing up Facebook's ability to learn. I like to have it every single day, because the market's changing, the leads are changing, Facebook's changing, everything's changing constantly. And I want Facebook to at least be in the rhythm, to have momentum to give me the right leads. So that's why I keep it on a daily budget. Okay. And I'm just bringing that up because you might be thinking, how do you justify, why do you do that? This is the reason why. Okay. I want to start as soon as possible. No end date. Show more options. Run out all the times. Okay. The audience. This is probably the part that most people are waiting for. Most people are confused. They don't know what to do. They don't know. They think there's a secret sauce. Like, is there a combination layer that you do that makes you successful? At one point, yes. At one point, when we could select anything, because there was no special categories, there was no HUD, I would select, people who had $100,000 in income. I would select people who were college educated or whatever, right? I would select this particular zip code and this particular zip code. Yes, before targeting actually helped. Now you can't target shit. So I'm going to tell you now, it doesn't matter. Okay, you just have to choose the center to be where your ideal place is going to be. For me, it's Frisco, right? So I'm going to go ahead and create new audience, right? Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. I always get confused with this part because I always messing things up. Okay, location, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. United States is the default. I don't need the United States. I want Frisco, Texas, right? So I'm gonna X that out and I'll type Frisco. Where is the thing? Frisco, Texas. Browse. Come on, dude. All right, you're being a little punk here for sure. Let me just zoom in, dude. This is how I always did it in the past. So I am in Frisco, Texas, which is right there. I'm gonna drop my pin right in the middle. Boom. Right? 15 miles. I do as minimal as possible. Okay. I want Facebook to learn that entire little 15-mile radius and just become a master at finding the right leads for me in that 15-mile radius. Okay. Now you can have different strategies where you might choose different places, but for me, if I want to target different areas, I just create a different funnel. Okay. But for now, I just want Facebook to be like, yes, this area is my bitch. I'm gonna make this person, or I'm gonna make this area the absolute perfect little sphere farm for Larry the mortgage guy. Okay. That's the why I try to choose the littlest and I try to choose the most ideal. Okay. I mean, that's literally like my office right there. Okay. You can't change any of these things, blah, 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 blah. All right. Demographics. This is the part, again, this is probably the part that everyone's wondering about. Okay. So let me show you how I start this, because before, when we were able to choose military and Marines and again, college educated, income at least this much, when we were to choose that, then it really made a difference in my perspective on how you do this. But now you can't do that. So I just want people who might be looking at houses, right? So what I do is I actually type the first thing every single time, and it always works. Okay. Okay. I might have to type it differently. Home buyer. Where the heck? Home buyer. There it is. First time home buyer grant. That's the first thing I always look for. Should be obvious. If they're interested in the first time home buyer grant, they're going to buy home. They want to buy home, right? That's, to me, screaming. They're looking to buy a house, right? So I click that. Boom. I just started my entire Facebook algorithmic search. Okay. So what I do next? Suggestions. First time buyer, yep. Yep. Starter home, yep. Property, yep. Home, yes. Real estate, yes. Yes. Real estate, single family detached home, investment, house, residential area. I click all of them until it doesn't make sense anymore. So you're going to sit here and watch me for like maybe 2 minutes, just randomly clicking because it makes sense. Yes. Zillow, yes, absolutely. For sale by owner, absolutely. Yes. I want whoever's looking at for sale by owner, I want them in my funnel. Mortgage loans, yes, absolutely. Trulia, yes. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just keep on going. Okay. So you might get bored at this part. Before, there was a lot of intention. Before I was typing, I was searching like Google. I want to find people that are doing this. I want to find people that are doing that. I want to find people that are doing this. Now I'm just clicking because it's Facebook is literally feeding it to me right now. Home equity loan, absolutely, yes, 100%. I don't know why I'm scrolling at that. Home improvement, yes. Okay, I guess it's going to stay down there. That's fine. Credit finance, personal finance, home construction loan. Now, I'm gonna give you a little trick where I kind of try to game the system a little bit, okay? But I need to get to that point. Let me just go and click the ones I think are still relevant, right? Financial services, that sounds right. Plan, yeah. They're probably looking at furniture, right? Maybe interior architecture. There's a chance. Living room for sure, right? Um, bedroom, yeah, for sure. They're probably shopping for furniture already. They're not supposed to buy until they close. Kitchen, yeah. All right, so we're going to see less real estate related stuff, but look at what's coming up: wealth management, investment strategy, investment management, return on investment. From my perspective, only people with money would be interested in those things. Only people who are financially sound, have extra money to invest or whatever, would want to know anything about wealth management, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's wrong for me to say, but someone working at McDonald's for like 15 bucks an hour or less is not looking at wealth management crap. Okay. So this is the way I try to gamify what I think might help me get in front of a higher income level. Okay. So I start selecting things that people who are wealthy, who have money, might be involved in. So I do select wealth management, investment strategy. Yes. Investment management. Yes. Investor. Absolutely. Stock market for sure. Right. And then I click cryptocurrency. Okay. If I see that, I might avoid it. And I avoid entrepreneurship. I avoid home-based business, not because it's worse, but because there's always a chance that they might be, self-employed, and they're harder to qualify, right? They write their stuff off, whatever. And I'm not saying that's everybody. It's like 50 in my experience. People who write everything off and can't qualify because they made sure they wrote everything off as much as they could on their taxes, right? They reported a loss, right? Day trading, yeah, that person probably has money. Finance, yes. Return on investment, probably. Stock, yes. Foreign exchange market, for sure. Asset management, yes. See, again, I'm seeing the entrepreneurship. I'm not clicking that. I'm avoiding self-employment. Nope. I'm avoiding investment banking. Yes, for sure. Accounting sounds like where is it? What was there? Accounting is a responsible practice, so definitely management, probably. Economics, sales. Oh, I don't want sales. I'm getting that out. Sorry, you salespeople. I'm a salesperson, so don't feel too bad. Okay, but I don't want sales. Okay. Finance, yes. Mobile banking, probably. Online banking, yes. Not startup, nope. Retail banking, yes. Digital wallet, probably. Private equity, yep. Higher education, yes, for sure. Yeah, Facebook doesn't like this. They make me scroll back down or whatever every time. Debit card, education, yes. Personal development, yes. Not small business, not entrepreneurship. Online making, yes. Business in general, yes. No. Okay, so I'm at the end of these suggestions, right? Like, there's nothing left for me to want to select. I might try certain things. I might type in golf, I think people who golf probably needs a place to golf at. That means they probably want to live in a neighborhood with a golf court, right? A golf course, right? There's no golf, marine, right? And I already know it's not there, but sometimes I just try to see maybe it came back, right? So because I like to help veterans, and I might try a few other words, but I'm basically done, okay? And that's more than enough, okay? And for me, from my perspective, this looks like a person that might be looking for a house, right? Start a home, Trulia, Zillow, right? Property Finder, pre-qualification, mortgage loan, mortgage calculator. Sounds like a home buyer, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Automated placements. I don't even touch that because again, I'm not even trying to figure out what's what. I just want to get started, and I'll figure it out later if I need to. Okay. I think I'm done with all this. I'm gonna press next. Okay. Now we're probably going to get to the second most complicated or second most I guess people are curious about topic. But before I do that, does anyone have any questions so far? I'm moving kind of fast, but I don't think there's a reason for me to be slow around that point. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Anybody? Questions? Want to talk? No? Okay, cool. Moving on. All right. So I'm gonna create the ad. I'm gonna select my page is already there. Again, they won't let me. Facebook is being stupid. Won't let me create my page. So I'm just give up. Actually, let me see if I can find. Maybe it did create. Sometimes they create and you don't know. No. Not, that's the wrong area to select. This is what I'm trying to select. Oh crap! I went back to the sentence I was at earlier. North Texas. Nope. It never showed up. It never appeared. Sometimes it does appear. Like it crashes and then it works. Okay, so again, I just want to do it correctly, but that's whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and use the selected page. Now I gotta create ad. I only like to use a single image. I know people swear by the carousel and the multiple images or whatever. Too complicated for me. I don't want to think about it. I just want one image that I can master. If the image sucks, I can always switch the one image. I don't want to put three images in and not get conversion and think to myself, is it because image B sucks or is it because all three of them suck? Or no, I just want one image. If it converts, great. If it doesn't convert, I switch that one image and I'm done. Right? That's I like to keep things as simple and quick as possible and coachable as possible. Right? Yeah, whatever. Okay, so this part right here is probably another part again that you guys are probably looking forward to hearing, and I'm going to copy it literally word for word from the most recent ad that was built. And the funny thing is, it wasn't even built by me; it was built by my team. I have a team of robot builders. Okay, but it's word for word exactly how I taught them. And you guys gonna see it. So this is what I charge money for, like this type of stuff, right? Because building the ad, like it's pretty much kind of it's like a wizard. It actually guides you, right? But the parts that aren't automatic is going to be, the targeting and the ad copy, right? The ad copy is not automatic. You have to, I mean, it's blank. See, it's blank. There's nothing there. You got to come up with it, right? So you're going to get to see my ad copy. The wife's asking what's going on or what's taking so long or whatever. Because I thought I'd be done by 12. Let me see here. Nope, she didn't say anything yet. Okay, cool. So she doesn't get mad or whatever. So what I'm doing right now is I'm opening the most recent ad that was built, not by me, but it was authored by me because it's exactly my ad. I looked at it up and down, and yeah, it's exactly what I did, word for word, mine. And I'm going to copy exactly word for word what the ad says, okay? And I'm actually going to break down why the ad copy is what it is, okay? I actually combined three different I don't want to call it triggers, okay, because triggers is a bad word in the mortgage world in terms of advertising. I combined three motivating or striking pitches in one. Okay. Why pay rent when you can buy? Look at these numbers. And I know the math doesn't make sense. It's done like that on purpose because I say why pay rent when you can buy. I'm not saying that you can get a $360,000 house for $1,000 a month. No, do the math. $1,000 a month times 30 years equals $360,000. So what I'm saying is that if you pay rent for 30 years, this is how much you're paying. That's all I'm saying. But no one reads, right? They're like, what? No, you can't buy a house for you can't buy a $360,000 house for $1,000 a month. This is bullshit. Where's taxes and insurance? Sir, please read the ad again. Okay. So, but I did that on purpose. Okay. I'm not trying to confuse people. It's not confusing as long as you read. Okay. But I know psychology. I know psychology tells me that people are going to jump to conclusions. So I did that on purpose because I want people to get angry. I want people to get mad. I want people to call me out. I want people to question. Why? Because they're going to engage on my ad. If they engage on my ad and they comment, this is bullshit or this is wrong or where's tax and insurance, it actually helps the algorithms. It makes my ad be seen by more people and therefore lowers the cost of my leads. Let me say that again. I want engagement, whether it's good or bad, because Facebook does not know the difference. Engagement. They just want people to stay on their platform. So if it's nothing but 100,000 people who are pissed off at me, Facebook still keeps the ad going. And the more people that gets pissed off and engaged with it, the more Facebook's going to find more people that are pissed off at it and post the ad. So the more that happens, the more my ad is seen, the lower the cost of my ads are going to my leads are going to be. It's a trick that I came up on my own. Okay. Getting trolls, getting people who are triggered or Karens or snowflakes helps my algorithms. So I did that on purpose. Okay. Why are you paying someone else's mortgage? Again, I know it sounds confusing, but if you read it, it's very clear. Why pay rent when you can buy? Look at these numbers. Look how much rent you're paying in 30 years. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say buy a house for $1,000 a month. And I go, why are you paying someone else's mortgage? This is not you paying a mortgage. You're paying rent, but it's going to someone's mortgage. I'm not saying these are mortgage payments. I'm saying you're paying someone else's mortgage. When you pay $1,000 a month to someone, that person got $1,000 to pay towards their mortgage. So again, it's all factual and honest and actually grammatically and logically correct, but no one reads it. Okay. So that's one part. Then the next one is a pain point, which is credit scores. Right? People are afraid that they don't have the credit score. So I go 640 credit score. Do you have rental deposit? You can buy. That's basically what I'm saying. Because a lot of people don't think they can buy if their scores are below 700, right? And I literally put 1,200 a month as a number. It could be higher. If you're in California, you might put 2,000 a month. I'm in Texas. 1,200 a month is not bad. Okay, but you can change the number to whatever you want. I used to have it at 1,000. Okay, or 800. Okay, but of course things have changed since I started. Paying more than 1,200 a month, I'm basically almost trying to trigger people who are able to pay 200 a month. If they can pay 1,200 a month, they can probably buy a $200,000 house. Maybe not, but closer to 200,000 than it would be 200,000. Okay, and at the bottom, click below to your list of homes that qualify for 0% down. Okay, wait a minute. If you look at all this has nothing to do with the rest of the message. You see that? This right here. Click below to get a list of homes that qualify for 0% down USDA loans. I didn't say anything about USDA loans here. I didn't say anything. I basically combined like the ad copy of 2 or 3 different ads and put it in one. Okay. And it works. Okay. Because people will automatically associate that all together as the same conversation, but in reality, they're not related. Okay. And again, I'm not doing anything confusing. Facebook has approved this ad for half a decade. Okay. I got this approved through Van Dyke Mortgage Corporate Compliance Department marketing. So this is an honest, ethical, clean ad, right? But I was able to achieve putting 2 or 3 messages in one. Okay. But what is the promise? I don't promise anything except for a list of homes that qualify for 0% down. And as long as I send them a list of homes that qualifies for 0% down USDA, I fulfill my promise. Anything else doesn't matter. It's just bonus. Okay. So that's my primary text. Okay. And you actually see sort of a preview. Imagine this being people. I don't know why it's showing. They don't let me select actually, let me select an image. I forgot to do that. Yeah. I don't. that image is ugly. Well, it's because it's me in there, but I want to change media. I want it to be a house. This house is good enough. I don't care. Done. All right, that's the way it's supposed to look like. See, this is not supposed to say Larry Lee team. This is supposed to say North Texas Homes. Okay, not Larry Lee team with random word. That would scare the shit out of people, right? No, it needs to say North Texas Homes or Frisco Living. So you sell the house, get them to buy the hole first, and then the drill is necessary. This is me selling the drill. You don't want to do that. You don't want to. You don't want to say, "Hey, buy my drill. Buy my drill." I know you might not need a hole, but buy my drill. No, I'm saying you need a hole, right? You need a hole. You need a hole. Oh, guess what? I'm a drill. That's what you're doing. Okay. So again, this is what that's going to look like. Headline: Get the list now. That's it. Get the list now. That's all it's saying. Nothing else. The list that you promised. Again, a list of homes that qualify for 0% now. Get the list now. Okay. The description. Where's my cam, dude? Why is it not working, dude? Can you guys hear me? Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to share my screen again. Share my screen. And I'm going to share my screen here with, what do you call it? StreamYard. And I am, oh, you know what? I forgot to share with sound. Share screen with sound. And I hope that you guys can still see my, where the heck, I have so many windows, I don't even know where my Facebook is. Hold on one second, I'm going to find it. There it is. Come on. Oh. Yeah, okay, cool. You guys see my Facebook? The ad where we left off?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, great. I'm glad I didn't lose that. All right, so looks like the clock's ticking, so let me just finish up real quick. Call to action, learn more. Not sign up, not subscribe, not apply now, just learn more. It's passive, it's soft, it's nice. Okay, learn more, right? So you need to create a form. Okay, this part right here is probably the most important part of the entire call, because you can see everything, meaning you can see the ad copy if you go to my page. So you can steal that whenever you want, but the form is harder to steal. Okay, so this is the part that's going to be the most secret part of the entire call. Okay, so you go to create form, and I'm very intentional with how I built the form. Okay, so this is pretty important. Okay, again, what I name the form, same thing as everything else, because the form is another asset. Robots LLC 02/18/2022. Okay, first thing you do after you name it, go to settings. Don't do anything else. Go to settings. Okay, just hear me out. Don't do anything else until you go to settings. Right here, you see how it says restricted? Click open. What this does is it makes it so that anybody can see your ad. Okay, so if Mr. Angry, I don't like your numbers Facebooker hates my post, and he shares it to a I hate people who lie on Facebook group, everyone he shares it to is going to see that. Okay, if it's restricted and he sees it because he is part of the delivery list that Facebook creates, and he shares it, and no one can see it. In fact, there's no share button. Okay, this open allows you to have a share button. And if people share, and people will share, they will share your ad. Okay, if people share your ad, you'll get more eyeballs in it. And again, it will lower the cost of your leads because the algorithms are in your favor. Facebook wants to show your ad because it's going quote unquote viral. So they don't mind giving you some free engagement or free exposure because they're getting something out of it anyway. So therefore they charge you less per ad. They want you to keep that ad alive. So click open, right? That's probably the one thing that's kind of weird and complicated because it's almost like not in the right path. Like you're going down form, intro, questions. You never think about going to settings. Open. Okay. If you're going to learn anything from this class, if anything is going to change your ads and the way you build your entire Facebook marketing, it's this thing right here. Okay. Open. All right, cool. We want more volume. I don't want higher intent. Even though it sounds like you want higher intent, I want as many names, numbers, and emails as possible. Because again, I know that by having a more filtered form, a long form, you're gonna get a quote unquote higher quality lead. But I'm trying to get algorithmic straight. I'm trying to get the masses. I'm trying to get as many people to touch because I'm trying to literally go viral. It's like a pinball, right? I want to hit as many things as possible. Okay. Yes, if I can aim that pinball pin to hit so the pinball goes straight into the little tube, that'd be nice. But it gets me a lot more points if it bangs around a little bit, right? So I want it to bang around as much as possible. So I want more volume. Okay, I want every single person. I don't care if they're bad credit, good credit. I just want as many people. Again, this is a different type of mindset, and you'll see it explained in the 14-page guide. Okay. Okay. Go to intro. Use the image from my ad because, from my perspective, if they saw the ad and they liked it and they clicked it, then why would I change the ad, right? Why would I change the image? If they saw the image and they click, so they don't see the form unless they click it. So if they see this form, that means they saw the ad and they saw the picture, they liked it. So I'm going to keep it the same picture. Common sense to me, right? Greetings. Okay. Okay. Literally line by line. Every single one of my ads is the same exact thing. We're going to pretend this is North Texas Living. Okay. We're going to pretend that's the name, not the Larry theme. Okay. I'm just copying and pasting right now. Okay. I wrote this ad copy like in 2017 or something. Okay. Never changed it. I would change it if someone told me, hey, Larry, if you were to change this by this much, you'll decrease the cost of your leads. Then I would change it. But no one's ever told me that. Okay. Most people are blown. Their minds are blown. Whenever I tell them my leads are less than $2, less than $3 a piece. Where am I doing? Discovery Angels in North Texas. Okay. Zoom. Oh, this is already copied. Okay. Blah 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 blah. I'm not even reading this. Okay, cool. Questions. Okay, because I like to send automated messages. I like to get the first and last name separately. Okay, it's by default. It puts the name together, but I don't like it when the automated system says, "Hi, Larry Lee. Thank you for your information. We're going to send you some links to your future houses," right? No, it's more like, "Hi, Larry," right? It sounds more personable, right? It sounds more human, right? When they see first name and last name, they might automatically think it's automated. But if they see just the first name, they might think, oh, well, this person is actually, a human. He's actually talking to me like I'm a person, right? So I delete the full name. That's the first thing I do. And then I add question. Oh, crap. Where's the information part? There should be an information. No. Oh, right here. Sorry. I was clicking the wrong thing. First name, and then last name. Now, before I get too deep, I want to tell you why I use Facebook forms. Okay. And at least for this type of ad, I might have had other ads in the future where I use different payloads or landing pages. But the reason why I use Facebook forms, okay, is because there's a high chance that person has already opted in somewhere. And if they did, when they click my ad, their email and their first and last name should already be populated. Okay, let me repeat that. If they ever opted in on anything on Facebook, there's a high chance that when they click this ad, okay, it's going to have their name and email already populated. Now, why is that important? Number one, it makes it easier, obviously, because they don't have to type anything, they just click. But number two, it might tell the user or the lead or whatever, is like, oh, they already have my information. They already know who I am. So I'm not afraid to give this information up, right? Like it's almost like I'm not signing up for anything. I'm already signed up. I'm already a member. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you go to a website that you're a member of and you go to log in and your name's populated, like, oh yeah, I'm already a member. I don't need to create a new account. So you feel secure. You've already vetted the place out, right? So you just continue on with your day, right? that's kind of like the mentality I'm trying to create here. If they click my ad and they see their name and email already populated, they're like, oh, I'm already a member. I've already filled this information out, so it's not a big deal. And they click the information, and that's why it's legitimate. Whenever you call them, they're like, I didn't opt in on anything. They don't realize that they opted on anything because in their mind they've already opted in long time ago, right? So that's why it's legitimate. Like I said, when you call them, they're like, "What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I never gave my number and email to anybody. They did. They just don't realize that they did." Okay, so that's why I'm bringing up. The reason I'm bringing this is because we're literally managing the details I'm talking about that gets automatically populated. Okay, and I also want the number. Okay, I know it's a little aggressive, but I want their number. Okay, if they give it to me, I consider that a higher quality lead, right? Especially if I can text them. Okay. All right. So that's done. Okay. We go to privacy. And the privacy policy should be a privacy policy for your company. Okay. Uh, if you don't know where it is, it should be on your website. Maybe it's your brokerage website. Let's pretend this agent works for, I don't know, EXP, right? I don't even know of EXP's website. And again, it's not a real ad, so I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. And the reason I chose EXP, not Keller Williams, because EXP took less time to type. Okay. Privacy policy. See? And I'm going to copy this link. You have to put this. Facebook will not allow you to create an ad without it. There's a link, privacy policy. See? Right here. Now, they're giving the link text. I don't change it. Why would I make this uglier or bigger or easier to notice? So I just put privacy policy. That way they can ignore it like they ignore every single privacy policy link. Okay. I have it here because it's required, but I don't expect anyone to ever click it. Right. So that's why I keep it simple. But I do put it there just to be whatever compliant. I don't need a custom disclaimer. I'm done with that. Okay. So this part right here, this is important. Okay. This is like the thank you page. Okay. This is the send off because they've already given you the information. Okay. So I actually, and you probably didn't notice this because I was moving pretty fast, right? But I actually asked them permission to opt them in to my IDX, right? Oops. Start over. Ugly. And this is the default. I don't ever change that. All right, cool. So I yada earlier, but I want you to pay attention to this right now. Right here. Also, I added this. Also, you will be given free VIP access to our private home listing search app. Okay? And I actually did that on purpose. I purposely yada the other part because I was hoping that you would not notice it because that's kind of what happens, right? Also, you will be given free VIP access to our private home listing search app. Check your inbox spam for the list of homes as well as information on how to get access to this free private home search listing. I put it in the description where they first came in, and I put it in the thank you page, and they clicked it. Right. So, in my perspective, they agreed, right? Because I put it there. I'm going to put you on a VIP list, blah, 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 blah. Right. And what does that mean? That means I have permission to opt them into my home search or my IDX or whatever it is that you use to nurture your clients. Right. So, not only do I have their name, number, and email, not only are they being sent to my FUBOTs, but I'm also subscribing them to a home search or whatever it is that you real estate agents do to help nurture this lead because I was given permission. You'll be given free VIP access to our private home listing search app. Okay. I did that on purpose, right? Because I don't think that ignores my text messages, emails, and phone calls for the next 10 years is going to be useful to me. But if I add them to my home search and they all of a sudden log in and they start clicking around, that is like sirens and alarms screaming. This is an actual buyer. They're actually engaging with the houses because, again, we're trying to sell houses, right? That's the hole, right? I'm giving them the hole as much as possible. Here's the hole. Look at this hole. How about this hole? Hey, here's an inbox full of holes. Here's another inbox full of holes. Here's a text message with a hole. I'm giving them a bunch of holes. And if they start looking at the holes, then I know the drill is going to be necessary. Okay. So again, in the completion, thank you. I mentioned it again, just to cover my ass. Okay. Also, you will be given free access, blah, 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 blah. Okay. View website. I sent them to a group, whatever group you have, right? Whatever group you want to, maybe you create a group, dedicate to your page, right? Like in my case, it'd be North Living or North Texas Living, right? So I actually have one called the Texas Home Connection. I'm gonna use that one just to show you again how as accurate as I can how you're supposed to build this funnel. Okay, that's the group, and I'm gonna put it in the ad, and I'm gonna actually put view website, join group, actually join Texas Home Connection group. So it's very explicit. I add the link. From my perspective, if they join the group, that was intentional. They did that on purpose. They didn't do it on accident, right? And the reason why I love groups is because if I have their name, number, email, and I get a notification that someone just joined the group and it matches the name, number, email, not only do I have their name, number, email, I also have their Facebook account now. And if I'm going to call this lead, now I can do some social recon, stalk, whatever you want to call it. I can look them up. I can see who they are. I can see what their situation is. Do they have kids? I can see if they're an animal lover, whatever, before I call the lead. People pay hundreds and thousands of dollars for that kind of intel on any leads they call. And Facebook set it up so you can get it for free. That's why I set them to a group. Okay. And I love it. Like I said, I love it whenever I get a new lead. And then within a second, blah, 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 join your group, and blah, blah, blah is the same blah, blah, blah as the lead I just got. That means that they went through the entire process, and now I have their name, number, email, and their Facebook. I might even friend them if I have a spot. Okay. Publish. Done. Oh, actually, you know what? You must let people know how you're going to use their data. Oh, okay. Let's see here. What did I put? What section is this? Pre-fill questions. Oh, okay. I forgot to copy this. We'll use information to send you a list of homes that qualify for USDA home loan programs and provide more information about real estate in the United States. Done. Publish. So now you have on my ad copy for the ad and the form itself, right? Display link. This is probably my little magic button. Okay. Display link is what you see right here, right? It's whatever URL it is. And let's say it's your website, Keller Williams, whatever, EXP, whatever. I like to put Facebook.com. And you're probably wondering, what do you mean Facebook.com? Well, the form's on Facebook. This is a Facebook form, right? They don't leave Facebook. In fact, when they go to the group sends them to another Facebook asset. So I leave them on Facebook. So to me, I'm actually being legitimate when I tell them they're on the Facebook website. And to me, that makes them feel safer because they never left Facebook. It could be shocking to people when they click an ad and the ad sends them to a website or a video or someplace else totally foreign, and they're Facebooking. They're not trying to browse the internet. They're not trying to get on YouTube. They're trying to be on Facebook, but they saw your ad, they stopped, they click it, and all of a sudden they're in some other rabbit hole, right? That's not what people want. Okay. So that's why I put them and keep them in Facebook. Okay. The way I compare these kind of leads is they're like the people who are going to the mall to buy a pair of Nikes. They're going to Foot Locker and the perfume guy stops them and says, "Hey, check out this knockoff of Dracon Noir or whatever." And you smell it and you're like, "That actually smells pretty good." So now you're distracted. You went to go buy shoes, but now you're about to buy perfume. That's what these leads are. Okay. The way I look at Zillow leads are going to the mall to go to Nike to buy shoes. They're not looking at anything else, right? And when they get the Nike, they're already intentional. They're low on the funnel, right? You know that they're a buyer because they're coming in, they're asking for shoe sizes, so you know they're a buyer. But a person buying perfume because they happen to be stopped while they're on the way to buy Nikes, you don't know if that's a buyer or not. Okay, so you don't want to shock them. You don't want to. I mean, just think about it this way. If I was going to buy Nikes and a guy selling perfume said, "Try some Dracon Noir," I'm like, "Cool, where is it at?" And he says, "Okay, well, look, follow me outside." I'm like, "Hell no, I'm not going outside. I'm going to the Nike store, dude. I'm going to Foot Locker. Why would I go outside?" That's what happens when you send them to a website. You're sending them outside. Okay. Someone's raising their hand. Oh, Scott says great information. Great.
I didn't change them. Hey, Larry, it's Brad.
Yeah. What's up, Brad?
Hey, where you typed Facebook.com, where does that show up on the ad? I don't see it. Or will it show up?
It should show up. Let me see here.
Okay.
Let's see here. I can share link. Make sure it's on. Select an option. I want for 30 days. Create the link. Copy the link. It's supposed to show right here. It's supposed to show right here on the top. I don't know why it's not showing that. Form on Facebook. Well, that's still good for me though. It's still good. It says form on Facebook, but I don't know why it's saying form on Facebook. It actually should say something different. Right here, Facebook.com.
Okay. That's okay.
Yep. So instead of it saying Larry the mortgage guy, it says Facebook.com, which again makes people feel safe. That's why I choose to put Facebook.com. And again, I'm allowed to because even Facebook agrees. It's a Facebook form. Yeah, Larry's right. They never left Facebook. They never went outside with a perfume guy, right? So we're done. That's it. This other stuff like the pixels and all that crap. Yeah, it's too complicated to talk about in this video, and it probably takes a whole nother video in order to really get into it. Okay, but that's all you need. And this exact formula gets me leads for less than $5 a day. And if you're lucky, or if you're in the right market, I mean, you can probably get 2 leads a day, maybe 3. I've had days where I got 5 leads a day at $5 a day. That means $1 a lead, right? I mean, you saw my screenshot that showed 99 cents per lead. Uh-oh, I got a problem here. What's the problem? Ad can't be published because of what? What did it say? I clicked it too fast. Let's see, what's the details? Oh, that's weird. Maybe because it's still publishing. All right. Well, I'm gonna go back to my presentation because I just need to wrap up. Uh-oh, my internet. Where's my Canva? This is what I get for having so many freaking windows open. Are we still here? Can you guys still see me? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. So
yeah, I see you. Yeah, I see a bunch of screens.
Okay, cool, perfect. I'm just trying to find my Canva where I was doing the presentation because I need to wrap up the class here. And sorry, it's been a while since I taught this class. It's been a lot more problematic than I expected. With the internet.
Hey Larry, what are your thoughts on creating a group for a specific neighborhood?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I think I would make a page for that neighborhood. Like what's the name of the neighborhood?
Northridge.
Northridge neighbors. That would be my page and that would be my group. Click here for a list of homes that are on sale or near the North Ridge neighborhood. Hell yeah, dude. I would niche down like crazy. I would become the mayor of North Ridge neighbors. That's what I would do.
That's my intention.
There you go. There you go. Become the digital mayor, right?
Yep.
All right. So crap, I lost my spot. Oh, here it is where I'm at. My wife's very pissed off. I was supposed to be done at 12. It's 12:43. Whoops. That's okay. Her family's coming in. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff. Okay. Now you can relax. That was a lot of information, right? I know that. I know that. And even though I went pretty fast, it still felt like a lot, right? Now you know my most valuable secret. You really do. I mean, I literally get paid, and not only $2,000 to build it, I get paid $500 a month to maintain it, right? So I get paid $2,500 on the first month, and then $500 every single month subsequently just to run it and manage it, okay? And I literally just gave it to you. What I do, okay? You ever watch 8 Mile with Eminem, right? If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you've ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or would you let it slip? Why would I want crappy $1 to $2 Facebook leads, right? You might be thinking that. If you're still here, maybe you're okay with that, but a lot of people probably opted out because they're like, I don't want Facebook leads. Well, isn't Zillow.com or Realtor.com or insert online marketing company that's number one goal is to put you, the real estate agent and loan officer, out of business? Aren't their leads better quality, right? Like why would I want $1 to $2 leads? Aren't their leads better quality? What are the odds of winning on a scratch off lottery ticket? A lot less than converting a lead, right? Right? I mean, let's agree on that. The odds of winning on a scratch off ticket is a lot less than actually converting a lead that you got, right? But they're still winning tickets. Okay. It's not about quality of the leads. It's about the quality and quantity of attempts. Okay. Let me repeat that. Okay. Because a lot of people, and this is one of my biggest struggles as a marketer, right? Trying to convince my clients and my coaching clients, and you'll see in the 14-page guide, okay, it's not about the quality. These leads suck. No, it's not the leads suck. It's you suck at following up on maybe sucky leads. We don't know. They might be sucky. They might be good, but you suck in following up the leads, okay? So it's not the leads that suck. It's your follow-up sucks. Your attitude sucks. Your mentality sucks. Your approach sucks, okay? So it's not about the quality of the leads. It's about the quality and quantity of attempts, okay? So what's next? We'll set up a lead magnet delivery automation, which I can show you later. Drive lead to follow-up automation, right? Drive lead to IDX and nurture, and FU as in follow-up in the top secret future project, which I'll bring up, okay? Lead magnet is whatever you promise. We promise a list of homes, okay? I actually provide that through list reports. And if you don't have an IDX and you want an IDX, I can provide that. But I'll show you real quickly what I provide. I used to, like the dumbass that I was, I used to literally copy and paste listings and then send it via email every single time we got a lead. It was like the most ridiculous, stupidest, like manual labor, frustrating thing I ever did. And I had to make sure the houses weren't sold yet because I wanted to be, compliant. Right? I didn't want to just give them homes that are already sold, right? So I did that every single time I got a lead, and it was ridiculously stupid. I feel like such an idiot. I mean, it's like common sense wasn't there, right? Whenever I made the decision to do that. So I signed up for list reports. Okay, I'm trying to find one with a lot of listings. Where listings viewed. I'm still working, dudes. Let me see if this one has a lot of listings. 460 listings. Okay, yeah. So this is an example. Okay, I'm not saying this is the one I would send because it's USDA homes at a certain area. And the way I found USDA homes in a certain areas, I would actually select based on the zip codes what's USDA, and then I would make sure the price range was below a certain amount because USDA only allows you to buy a certain amount. And that list would be sent automatically through Gmail. The great thing about it is that it was ran by list reports. So list reports would delete any homes that were already sold and add homes that were listed. So I never had to touch it ever again. Once I created list packs like this, and send it through Gmail, that part of my process was set it and forget it. I didn't even think about it ever again. Okay. And the list was evergreen. It constantly worked. It constantly did its job. Okay. So to me, this is what I'm delivering, a list of homes. Okay. You ask for a list of homes that qualifies for 0% down in your market. This is it. Right. So I did what I promised to me. And that's all that matters. Okay. And then go ahead.
Yeah. Is there a training on Enlist reports as far as developing your own list? Meaning, I know they have selects that's already there, already pre-filled, but and they have one that's check out these homes that have been on the market for more than 60 days. Is there any way we can do that? Make that graphic and do that select as more than 30 days instead of 60, or if you know what I'm getting at. Can we do it what they say we can do? Is there a way?
Well, let me show you how you create a list pack real quick, okay? Because this is a Q&A. I'm gonna give you the answer because you asked it, right? So I have to give it to you, right? So I go to live list packs, right? And then I can create custom ones, right? I can select any of these, right? Suggested. Mm-hmm. But let me go create new, and I'm gonna show you what you can do on if you want to select the list pack or homes in the list pack, right? You can put the name, image, whatever. Image usually says USD homes or whatever, and you can select the market area. Okay, type in, you can select it, add city, zip code, price range. These are the property facts, home type. So it doesn't look like you can select how long they've been on the market. It doesn't look like they have that option here. It's pretty simple,
right? But the one that's already created for us that we can select is greater than 60 days. And I was just wanting, I was just like to go something more than 30.
Right.
60.
Right. I know. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Brad. I'll be honest with you. The list doesn't mean shit. That's the point I'm making. It doesn't mean anything. I invest zero mindset on it. It's just delivering on the promise, so I can get them on the phone, and then I can do the real search.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. To me, the list pack is just what it's almost like a distraction. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm not saying there's no value in it. There's definitely value in it. And I've actually had people click and select homes and favorite homes on the list pack. But I don't care about the list pack, especially as an agent. All I care about is getting them on the phone by giving them a bunch of holes to look at. And now they need a drill. And now I'm actually going to do the real search based on the phone consultation. Right? So, yeah. So again, the list pack is just the delivering on the promise. Okay. All right. Automated FU, as in the FUBOTs, right? Build a system that gives attention to the lead as fast as possible before someone else steals your lead. And I've actually had classes where if you lag, that's why a lot of people suck at lead generation. They say the lead suck because when they call the lead doesn't answer. It's probably because they were already picked up by someone else like Google or Zillow or Realtor.com or Redfin, whatever. Someone else called them first, and that's why they're not responding to you, okay? Because you suck at following up on your leads. At least you're too slow. Okay. Say hello, introduce yourself, send them valuable information, invite them to your home or search website IDX. Okay. Track your lead via IDX, right? That's kind of the point, right? We want to put them in their little fish tank and just watch them kind of swim around, right? People are usually high on the funnel when they become a lead. Stop trying to shove your buyer's agreements in their faces before they even fall in love. Sell the hole, not the drill. Like I said, sell the hole, not the drill. Okay. And then FU, and FU2. Go to work. Statistics say that it takes an average of 8 touches before a lead converts. That means some people take 1 touch and some people take 16. How many times do you call a lead? Right? And let's be honest here, guys. Everyone on this call, there's 10 of you guys. How many times do you call a lead? Let's be real here, right? So the top secret feature project, we robots, LLC staff, just go to homebuyerssecret.com. You'll see the secret project I'm working on for myself. And any of my referral partners, you can actually be a part of it. Okay, so if you want to know what the secret project is, because this class was taught 2 years ago, I've already gotten past this. Okay, so if you want to know what the top secret feature project is, just go to homebuyerssecret.com and you'll see what it is. Okay, but we're in the process of building evergreen content system that guarantees the warm-up leads convert at a higher quality and speed up the commitment process. Again, homebuyerssecret.com. Actually, if you go to the larrylee.com link that you texted me, you probably find that link in there. Okay, so are you still doing manual labor? Are you still reaching out to your clients manually via email, text, or phone call, leaving a voicemail, hoping that the lead responds via email, text, and or phone call, or actually listen to your voicemails or to their voicemails. How many texts can you send at a time on your phone using only your thumbs? How many emails can you send at a time using your keyboard and mouse? Although John Henry did beat the steam drill, don't forget that he also died trying. So what's next? Build your new system now. Become your own Zillow and Rocket Mortgage. A former branch manager and mentor said to me, "You can't beat the Rocket on the internet, but you can damn sure beat them in your own backyard." Basically, build your funnels, build your lead generation system, build your follow-up, yada yada yada. Right? That's basically the point. Okay. Unless you're thinking this is too much work. Option one, you can forget lead generation, give up on technology altogether. Or option two, you can quit real estate and start driving Uber. I hear that's a popular transition, right? Or option three, you can team up and let the pros help you. And this is the catch right here. This is why you guys are here. I'm gonna pitch you. Okay, you can employ Fubots if you work with me. Okay, the proposal is to allow our team to show you how we handle referrals sent to us by our real estate partners using our built-out automated system and dedicated responder. Okay. Robust LLC is a six-figure ads and marketing agency. In less than a year, we've generated over 50,000 leads. Okay, we have over 200 marketing clients, CRM clients, VA clients, virtual assistants with over 1,000 hours of real estate related production, meaning they've done over 1,000 hours of real estate tasks for my clients and myself. Okay, I've coached, trained, and presented to over 100,000 real estate agents. Okay. The Larry team built for immaculate communication. The team does the loans. Larry does the follow-up. We provide a private IDX, like list reports. We built the perfect referral system. And if you need to refer multiple lenders, there'll be two of us, meaning my assistant is getting licensed. And my wife's licensed too. So there's three right there, right? So if you need three lenders to refer, well, I got three of them covered for you, okay? Check out my wife's conversion rate. This is her when she started in the lead gen environment for mortgages, and out of 381 applications, 155 of them were hers, right? And she actually started later because she had to drop off the boys or whatever, and she left early to go pick up the boys. So out of 7 people, she literally did half of the production in less time. Can you see Lee right there? That's my wife, right? We know our numbers. We know how well our systems convert. We know the response rate. Right? We focus on different types of ad campaigns and we review the quality and the performance of each campaign, right? 90%, 10%, 8%, 52%. So yeah, how to start, set up a strategy mastermind meeting with us to discuss our potential synergy. We need you and want to earn the right to be your partner. Again, we are building the ultimate partnership robot. Actually, I already built it. It's still tweaking, but it's going to make it so it's better for your referrals. And just a few testimonials. And I really don't care about this, but I want you to read some of the Fubots one, right? The response rate on my leads had me completely buried, and I had more business than I thought possible on this. And this is on my old leads. I can't, something enough. I don't know what that is. Thank you. The CRM is amazing. Already wrote my first contract in just 3 days of using the system. Larry, you're a genius. 13 people have messaged back out of 56 imported. 1 listing appointment and 1 for sure buyer, but I'm talking to 5 people. 924 old realtor.com leads uploaded, 365 responded, which is 39%, 2 applications with 1 offer submitted and 1 pre-approval, 22 buyers looking, 3 applications, appointment set. And these are old realtor.com leads that they uploaded. Okay. The numbers don't lie. Right. This baby here works weekends. Here's my team, my loan partner. I told you about the license. Here's me, certified veteran mortgage advisor, branch manager. And I run my own agency. I got Norma, she's one of my loan officers. I got Pamela, who's my Spanish-speaking loan officer, and Mariko, who's also a loan officer, but she's also a production manager. So if things are going wrong, if someone needs to kick someone's ass in processing and underwriting, that's what she's here for. Okay, we have a meeting every single week about my pipeline. What's happening next? Next week we'll be discussing the next part of the completing the ultimate funnel. We saw how you built the funnel to create the lead. I'm going to show you what happens after you get the lead in the next call. Okay. Any questions? Man, my wife's gonna be pissed. It's like an hour later than I told her I'd be done. Anybody? Questions? Looks like someone trying to save me money.
No, I don't have any, man.
Perfect. Okay. what was your biggest takeaway? What was your favorite thing that you learned or heard, or maybe something that you already knew, but you like the fact that I talked about it? Anything?
Oh, I tell you what, I do have a question. I do have a question because you
Go
said
for it.
change your page to like mine is dedicated. My page is Brad Petty Realtor at EXP Realty.
Mhm.
I was going to change it today because I've changed brokerages. So I decided not to, and then you said name it something like, well, like I thought Southern Kentucky Living.
Yeah, that's a
So
good name.
that's the big takeaway I had today. And that's a discussion we had while you were off air, and it made a lot of sense to me. So that's a big takeaway I have for today. And I do have list packs. I've used them, so I can do the IDX search through that as far as running ads. But yeah, the big takeaway, man, was renaming my page. I was going to anyway, so I might as well make it something less intrusive, less
Branded. Branded is what
Yeah.
I call it. Less branded.
Yeah.
Basically, the idea is we as salespeople, loan officers, real estate agents, we are so into our ego, our perception, people's perception of us, our brand. We're like, we need a brand, we need a brand, we need a brand. People sometimes don't give a fuck. They just want to buy a house. They don't care from who. They just want to buy a house, right? But if they're not ready, they're not going to want to talk to a salesperson. What happens every single time you go to the mall and you're looking around and the salesperson shows up? Can I help you, sir? No, I'm just looking. Even though you need help, right? Because you don't want to be sold. You don't want to be pressured. You don't want to be forced. You just want to look. You don't even know if you want to buy anything yet, right? So whenever someone sees an ad on Facebook out of the blue, they're not looking to buy houses, but they thought about it because they saw a really good ad. They're not ready to have a consultation. They're not ready to be sold. They're not ready to jump in the car and look at houses. They just want information. So give it to them, right? So that's why you can't brand yourself when you're giving them information. They don't give a crap. In fact, that scares them, like I said. So that's why you sell the hole, not the drill. Holes, holes, holes. Give as many holes as possible. And once they want a hole, then the drill becomes necessary. Then the salesperson is ready to be introduced, right? And the hope is they probably have seen a lot of holes from a lot of different drills. The hope is they choose you. That's the hope, right? The hope is that when they finally convert, because you can't force conversion, okay? And that's part of the 14-page thing that I'll send to you guys, okay? You can't force conversion. It's just a natural occurrence. It just depends on who is top of mind when they do finally convert. Okay. So that's kind of like how you have to think about it. Right. So yes. And I'm just kind of adding on to what you said. That's the reason why you don't want to make it all about you. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Okay. I don't know who name is because I probably made your name that way when I imported you. Yes, we have a replay that'll be coming in. I will email it to you. So you'll probably have your email in the Zoom of all the people that actually attended. So you'll definitely get a replay. It'll actually say, here's a replay link. Okay. And there's also a playlist link too. So if you want to subscribe to the playlist, you'll see all replays from the past and into the future. All right. Any other questions or takeaway or yada, yada, yada? Anything? Okay, so wait, there's a question, I think. Good stuff. Okay, so almost finished, guys. Not quite there yet. I'm still learning this system here. I don't even know how did I do that last time? All right, that's it. Okay, let me show you. The rest of the presentation will be done, and you guys can get rid of me. Right, my gift for you guys: list reports. Right. I don't care if you work with me. I don't care if you're an agent that is in my market, whatever. List reports is free. It doesn't cost me anything for you to sign up. It creates ads for you. It creates flyers for you, your websites and everything. And that's where you can create your list pack. Okay. So that's my gift to you. Just let me know if you're interested. I'll probably invite you eventually, and you just got to accept the invitation. Okay. Full boss follow-up system. The way I look at it, if you provide leads to me, then I get to use my CRM. to follow up with them. So it's not like I'm giving you anything for free to make it non-compliant. We're just sharing leads, and I'm just using my own follow-up system to follow up on them. So I'm asking you to let my robots go to work because they're lazy. I mean, they're not lazy. They're bored, right? They're ready to work. So let's give them some work, okay? Free social media training, which of course you guys already get anyways. But I do have a group that's private, and I only allow certain people to join. So you'll probably get a link to the email. But if you want to find it, it's the Larry Lee team at Van Dyke Mortgage Agent Training Group, okay? And any questions, contact us. You can contact Ken or myself. The way I say it, Ken is the surgeon and I'm the nurse. Ken works only a certain amount of times. He's the person that knows everything about the loan. If he can answer the phone, he'll give you the best answer possible. If he doesn't answer, that's okay. That's why I'm here. I'm the nurse. I can field most questions. And if I don't know the answer, I can go and ask the surgeon and I'll let you know what the answer is. That's why we work in a team situation. Okay. Again, 832-606-2193, LLE at VanDykeMortgage.com. Van Dyke doesn't have an E. You can go to Larry Lee Team or LarryLee.com, which you already texted me, or you can just Google Larry, the mortgage guy, and you'll probably find me, right? Again, let's work together. Let's follow up on your AH leads. Let's do some marketing together. I can help provide open house flyers. We can do postcard mailouts for your listings, the ones that you sold already. You can attend our social media masterminds on Fridays. Listing Booster and list reports are available for you for lead capture on your listings. We provide an IDX if you want one. For local people in Texas, we have event space. If you want to do like a first-time home buyer seminar or for sale by owner seminar, I would love to be a part of it. And of course, you can join the Robot Generals coaching group, which is, the training that I talked about. Right. I really appreciate you guys watching. Again, this is all about the robot takeover. And, the way I look at it in this world, I'm like John Connors. I'm trying to help you fight the future Terminators. Right. So I appreciate you guys being on this call. And of course, if you have any questions, just let me know. And again, I really appreciate you guys being on this call, and I will see you guys next week. This is Larry, the Robot Maker, Robot General. I'm out. Thanks, guys. That was a rough one. Can't believe I lost the internet. I'm using hotspot on my phone.